What's up, boys and ghouls? You see what I did there? I'm so fucking clever. Today I want to do the first of a two-part video. The second one will be coming in about 3 weeks' time after Snare's had his little go. Because we all know what you want, and that's more of me, right? Anyway, after we did our reaction to the vampire trailer, it got me feeling all vampire-y. And I wanted to talk about Vampire the Masquerade. It's had 2 previous games, and I also want to delve in a little bit into the RPG as well. So, in this first video, we will be doing the RPG and Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. Okay, so Vampire the Masquerade is an RPG that came out from White Wolf in 1991. Oh my god, I'm old! And basically, it's about vampires in sort of a gothic punk world. And there's all different clans that you can be, and the masquerade, the titular masquerade, is basically them hiding from the humies. And, you know, if you show off your vampire powers in front of a human, that breaks the masquerade, and all sorts of nasty shit will happen to you, because they don't like that, the elders, and all they don't. It also had a TV show called Kindred the Embraced, which ran for 1 season. Unfortunately, the lead actor was in a horrible motor accident and died, so it didn't continue past that, unfortunately. It was okay. It was interesting. I can't really jump over it because it's not great, but there you go. And in 2000 we got our first video game set in the Vampire the Masquerade world, which was Redemption. Is Redemption? Yes, it's Redemption. I want to call it Requiem, but that's the second version of the RPG. Forget I mentioned that, because damn it, I don't want to go that far. Okay, so Vampire the Masquerade Redemption, you play Christoph Romuald, who is a crusader who is injured in a war and is sent to a nunnery in Prague to recover, because I'm sure that's how it used to happen back in the old days. You get sent with a load of nuns into an Eastern European city. That's probably right, I don't know. And of course, being the righteous man of God, he manages to fall madly in love with one of the nuns, Nun Agnieszka. And then, while he's patrolling the town, trying to keep the nunnery safe from the beasties of darkness, he is embraced, which is the word that they use in this world for becoming a vampire. So once he is embraced, he then continues hitting beasties, and he joins up with a group from, I think, the Camarilla. I think there is another word for it in the game, but I forget. So, and basically your sire, she brings you on board, and you help her out. And you're sort of working for the side of good, essentially, even though you're a vampire. But of course, he's still madly in love with the nun. Oh dear, Christoph, you're in a bit of a pickle now, son, because you're a creature of darkness, and a man of God, and in love with a nun. My god, your life's complex, son. Anyway, so you get vampire powers, so you can sort of grow claws and slash at people and feed on them. It's a third-person game. You click where you want to go. You click on what you want to attack. It has a leveling up system to increase your powers. Like, you get feed right up. You just lob onto your enemies, and as long as there's not a load of them around you, you just drain them dry, and they collapse into a pile of bones, which is always good. And then there's a really good twist, and I'm going to ruin it for you. You're welcome. In the middle of the game, you get staked, which sends him into torpor, which is basically vampire is shut off, like windows down sort of thing. And you just get put in torpor. It goes on and on and on, and then you wake up, and it's 1999, and you're in London, and you have access to guns and shit like that. And Agnieszka, wow, the big bad's only gone and made her like his blood-bonded servant. Oh no. And this means that if he should die, she will die as well. So Christoph is now in an even bigger pickle, because he's a fish out of water now as well. Man, that guy has a hard life. But the game was fantastic. I got this when it came out, actually. I pre-ordered it. Back in the day when I did it for a fucking magazine. Oh yeah. And it was just superb. It's dripping with atmosphere. It was the first time I'd actually been exposed to vampire in any of its forms. I've never actually played the Masquerade version. I've played Requiem, which is the newer version of the RPG, as I said earlier. But the thing about the original Masquerade, what set it apart from Requiem, is basically it had an endpoint. You had Gehenna, which is like the vampire apocalypse. It's Cain waking up and sorting out the world, basically. Cain being the first vampire in the lore. And they did it. They went through with it. They released all the flat books for it, and you could play through Gehenna and have the world end. which, you know, you got to admire their determination there, because my God, that's like saying, okay, you enjoyed our game, you can stop playing now. But of course I did Requiem, which is far more open-ended and ties into the new world of darkness where you can be a normal human in that world as well, which is quite lovely. But the game itself was really nice. It was a great looking game at the time, and it's got some really good design aspects, like the first big vampire boss you come across. I can't remember her bloody name because I'm stupid, but you meet her down in the mines where she's menacing Prague or whatever. And you go down there, and she literally has a cape made out of a body, and his arms are tied around her neck. That's pretty brutal. And awesome. But yeah, Vampire the Masquerade, it's available on GOG. So if you haven't tried it, it runs pretty well. You can patch it up and get some higher resolutions on it, which I've, of course, done. And yeah, go play it. It's fun. It's a little bit clunky. It's pretty hard, in all fairness. You know, you're fighting vampires with swords. These fuckers do not mess around. Oh boy. It's got a really good story. Some of the voice acting, like Christoph. He's very sort of old Englishy. Think Kane from Legacy of Kane, but with like cheese levels turned up a bit more, especially when he's whining on about bloody Enezga all the time. But yeah, it's a superb game. I had many hours of fun with it. I still play it to this day. I still go back and dabble a little bit with it, and deservedly so, because it is fantastic. It got a bit of a mixed reception when it came out, but hey, I liked it, and that's what matters, right? So guys, that is Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. It's awesome. Check it out. It's going to be really cheap on GOG. It's probably like £7 or something stupid like that. If you haven't tried it, if you don't like it, don't blame me. It's your own money. You do what you bloody want. But as I said, I'll be back with the second part, and we will look at Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which is the far newer one. And yeah, I got stuff to say about that one, trust me. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know down below. Like the video, and if you want to, you can subscribe, and then if you ring the bell, you'll get all those annoying pop-ups that everybody fucking hates. You're welcome. Take it easy, guys.
Hold fast.
Release me! I command thee!
Thou struggles nobly. I love such passion. A lesser man could not even speak in my grasp.
What art thou? A demon sent from hell?
I am here to save thee, Christoph. To deliver thee from thy mortal shackles.
By the power of the Lord Eternal, I banish thee from my presence.
Poor child. Thy faith died long ago. Amidst a dread battle, thou came to know thy true nature. Thou art a killer of men, no matter how thou dost try to justify thy deeds. Thou kills not when compelled by God, but when ordered by men. Now come to me. I am the mother of thy rebirth.
I know thy ways, demon, and I have lore enough to kill thee.
Nay, thou art helpless in my hands as a naked babe.
Nay!